Oh, hello there. If you remember me, you'll know that I am M. Price of the notorious YouTube channel M. Price Can Read. Today we will not be reading, though we could be reading, unfortunately. But today we'll just be doing some random assorted triggers that I've decided to bring to your attention. So without any further ado, I know we have no time to dilly or dally. I will start with the first trigger, which appears to be garlic. Specifically, fresh garlic. I know some of you plebes buy either the dried garlic that just comes minced in a little jar, which admittedly is kind of okay, or you'll buy just the pre-crushed cloves or the pre-diced bits of garlic in the tiny little containers and whatnot. That is not okay at all. Defeats the entire purpose of garlic. You know, the more I do this, the more I see garlic paper begin to, flitter and fly all over my clothes here. But that's okay. You can never have enough garlic, really, when you get right down to it, that is. If any of you people out there, if you are people, if any of you people are good people and you cook actively with garlic, let me know and tell me your best garlic-based recipe. Because we can always use, as you know, more garlic. But that's probably enough garlic for now. If you're really interested in garlic, you could turn off this video right now and grab your own. I wouldn't fault you. Alright, what else do we have here? Oh, we have this mortar and pestle here, which, funnily enough, if you had some garlic, you could crush in this mortar and pestle. You could also crush my skull in here, provided you could get it to fit. Or maybe you just have a bigger mortar and pestle at your place. You know, I hope this isn't bad for the mortar and pestle's health, or whatever you would call it. I guess we'll find out the next time I need some garlic crushed. Or realistically, you could just crush the garlic with the side of your knife, or just your hand. This is if you need it like pulverized, essentially. Or going back to violence, if you need my head pulverized. Yeah, this really would do the job. That's kind of pleasant, isn't it? It actually reminds me of something else that is rather pleasant. To comfort one and reduce one's anxiety, and that would be Cletus here. Anxiety reduced. Avid followers of the Emprise Can Read channel and its affiliate channel, Travis Bickle Can Read, or remember Cletus from a previous video. I enjoyed utilizing Cletus's anxiety reduction quite a lot and decided to bring him back. Oh, Cletus, you fool. You big comforting lug. Dance, Cletus. Dance for us. Does that hurt you when I flick your nose like that, Cletus? I hope not. I'll stop anyway. I wouldn't like if someone flicked my nose. Here's more of the banana peel part of him. He does have little feet. and a little tail, I think. Don't quite know what that's supposed to be. Oh, Cletus, you really are something else. I think everyone should acquire a Cletus. When you put it like that, actually, when I put it like that, Cletus sounds vaguely like some sort of disease, in which case you would not want to acquire him. And now that I think about it, wouldn't it be a disease that would cause a duck to become a banana? I'm going to set Cletus down for a little while. Maybe I'll find a new thing to comfort myself. Like these lovely flowers. Dried flowers, to be exact. But you want to be very careful with these. They are a bit fragile. I think I'm losing a few petals here. If anyone out there is in the mood to purchase some flowers, I recommend dried flowers, because one bouquet will last you several years, and you'll never have to worry about watering them. If you're like me, you'll either overwater, or you'll underwater, or sometimes even if you water just right, maybe they won't be just right, and they'll die on you. But dried flowers can never die. At least in the traditional sense, I suppose. I'll take those away for a bit. And see, am I a trigger today? Is Battle and Price your favorite trigger? We'll see. Or Snoopy, to be exact. Snoopy's kind of okay. I think I like my coat a little bit better, though. Or rather, instead of my coat, my exoskeleton. You know, I wonder if you're a trigger. Let's see. Is that even relaxing? Who knows? Do you like having my fingers run over the camera? Probably not. Am I just going to use this to see what it looks like in editing? Probably. Possibly. Will I even care and just put it all in the video anyway? Probably. Because that's the attitude we look for here at M. Price Can Read. We also look for whole natural almonds, Fairway brand, because as you know, Fairway is the only way. Ingredients: almonds. Warning: contains almonds. Okay. What do you say we try these bad boys? I hope I get approximately 3 tablespoons. That's an almond, all right. You know when it says warning contains almonds, I could only imagine the constant terror of someone who had to be aware of almond warnings. Could you imagine having to go throughout life fearing almonds? Quite sad. Quite sad indeed. You don't fear almonds, do you? I certainly hope not. I think that's enough of almonds for now. Actually, now that I think about it, I have some almonds and I have a grinding device. Maybe I should pour some almonds in here. And see what we can grind up. Well, hopefully managing not to grind myself up. This is a very poor angle to be doing this from. But you know what? We're going to do it. I'm not struggling. You're struggling. They're definitely ground to a fine mist right now, an almond mist. And we're not going to worry about them anymore at all. What we're going to worry about instead is A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man by James Joyce. Just some easygoing literature here by our friend James. Like his near namesake of Greek myth, Stephen Dedalus wants to throw off the shackles of family, faith, and country that constrain his artistic ambitions. Stephen grows from lisping infancy, expressing a child's eye view of the world, to uneasy adulthood, and follows his search for identity in one of the most original and innovative novels of the 20th century. Well, isn't that nice? Good for Stephen. You know, when I read books, I'll admit that maybe I damage the book, but I tend to dog-ear certain pages and make notations of certain passages that I like. Let's see if we want to read any of these passages in this book. Let's keep looking. Sure, let's try this one. A day of dappled sea-born clouds. The phrase and the day and the scene harmonize in accord. Words. Was it their colors? He allowed them to glow and fade, hue after hue, sunrise gold, the russet and green of apple orchards, azure of waves, the gray fringed fleece of clouds. No, it was not their colors. It was the poise and balance of the period itself. Did he then love the rhythmic rise and fall of words better than their associations of legend and color? Or was it that, being as weak of sight as he was shy of mind, he drew less pleasure from the reflection of the glowing sensible world through the prism of a language many-colored and richly storied, than from the contemplation of an inner world of individual emotions mirrored perfectly in a lucid, supple, periodic prose? I don't know, Joyce, you tell me. After all, I'm just an amateur writer with an amateur book. That is, Please Feel Bad I'm Dead by M. Price, available on Amazon.com. Or you can always check me out on Goodreads. Links down below. You know, it's interesting. Some people like my book a lot. Some people really don't, and they made sure I heard about it. Well, that's okay. I'm sure people had mixed feelings about this book as well. After all, it is a piece of art, and art is eternally subjective. What's not subjective, though, is this design is just so cool, and it feels so good. The book, it is, at least. Not the design. You can't really feel the design. But it's pretty nifty. Well, for our last trigger today, I have a special surprise. It is actually Tippy Cow Vanilla Soft Serve Rum and Real Dairy Cream. Thankfully, this bottle is empty and it can't hurt us anymore. But I just had to keep the bottle because, nightmares are eternal. Made with real dairy cream from Wisconsin, or as T-Pain would say, Wisconsin. If anyone knows T-Pain, please send him a email and alert him to the presence of whatever this is. Maybe he can make a song about it. That'd be cool. Maybe I can even be a feature. That'd be cool too. Oh, Tippy Cow, you little freak. Speaking of little freaks, let's just get Cletus back for the last minute of our time today. I think he's happy to be back. Oh, Cletus, you dog. Alright, rapid fire. Alright. You have been listening to M. Price Can Read. I wasn't really reading today. I did for a bit, I suppose, so it still counts. But maybe we'll see some more videos like this in the future. Not specifically with Cletus, but I'm sure he can make several periodic returns. Anyway, this has been M. Price. Dog City never sleeps. Actually, can Cletus do that? He kinda can. Cletus wants you to know that Dog City never sleeps, and he hopes that you may sleep now.